Hello everybody, my name is Ilya.
And my name is Tyler. Together we make up Kovray, a couple that loves to play board games.
And today we'll be teaching you how to play Parks, Roll, and Hike.
This one right here. Roll and Hike is designed by Henry Audubon and Mattox Shuler. It's published by Keymaster Games.
Now let's hike on over to the table and learn how to play. As always, you'll begin by setting up. Each player will first get their gear, a pencil, and a logbook for their hike. You'll then plan your route. You'll place the trail board in the main area using the side corresponding to your player count. You'll place a group token at the start of the hike, and then shuffle the 5 trail tokens face down, placing one face up on each of the points of interest. If you're playing with a 1 to 2 player game, you'll remove the binoculars from the game. You'll then choose the park you wish to visit. For your first play, we recommend Yosemite. You'll proceed to roll the dice and place them above the trail board. Choose a first player. All subsequent players will receive a bonus, which you can find in the rulebook. You're now ready to play. In Parks, Roll, and Hike, you'll compete to have the best hike in the park you're visiting. Each game will last over 3 days, with a hiking phase and a sunset phase on each day. Throughout the hiking phase, players will take turns taking dice from the center and marking their associated action in their logbook. Once the lead hiker die is chosen, the group will advance. You'll play taking turns until the lead hiker reaches the last spot in which the sunset phase occurs, giving each player the opportunity to take bonus actions and score canteen points as well. Let's go over each phase in detail. The hiking phase. On your turn, you'll select one of the available dice in the center. The faces represent different experiences you'll encounter in the trail. You'll typically take standard dice, but if you wish to take the lead hiker die, which progresses the game, you need to spend suns equal to the number of the standard dice left. Now let's go over the symbols of the dice in the corresponding sections in your logbook. A sun represents your time on the trail. You'll use the sun to claim the lead hiker die and to earn bonuses in the sunset phase. When you gain it, simply circle the sun, and when you use it, either cross it out or fill it in. A canteen is your water supply. You'll always fill your canteen top to bottom and left to right, filling in 1 droplet for each one shown on a die. Your canteen will score points each time you reach the trail's end, which will be 3 times throughout the game. A landmark can be used in multiple ways. There are 3 landmarks that will be the same game to game: a tree, a mountain, and a flower. While the park-specific landmark will be different game to game depending on the park you visit. With a landmark, your first option is to fill in any one circle under its matching icons. These will unlock bonuses which will trigger during the sunset phase. Your second option is to sketch the landmark you chose in your journal. You'll always sketch left to right, top to bottom. If you chose a park-specific landmark, refer to the park card for which icon you should draw. When taking a pencil icon, you can use it to write 1 line on any available lined page in your journal. Only pages connected to an already drawn sketch are available for this action. Now each time you complete an entry by filling in all 3 written lines, you'll take the corresponding bonus based on the sketch. Refer to the park card for the park-specific bonus. At the start of the game, you'll have a space with a park's logo. There's no bonus associated with this space, but you will score 1 point for each line you've written at the end of the game. Next is wildlife. There are 4 different wildlife you'll encounter. Each time you choose one, you'll cross out the corresponding box left to right. For each box you cross out, you'll gain the bonus within. Most of these we've discussed with the exception of the birds. When crossing out the bird, you'll fill in an indicated number of circles based on the sunsets in the box in the sunset section area. Now as you cross out the various wildlife, you'll gain points in between the different sections. You'll circle the points to score them for the end of the game. Lastly, we have binoculars. You'll fill in any open circle in your binoculars area. Once you've filled in both circles, you'll gain the corresponding bonus. This can be any wildlife, which you'll cross out, or a specific landscape, which we've discussed the use of already. Now, on your turn, instead of taking a standard die, you can claim the lead hiker die. You'll do this by paying 1 sun for every standard die that remains. When selecting the lead hiker die, you'll gain the actions on that die, then move the group token die 1 space, and gain an additional bonus action which will be depicted on the trail. Now following this, all players, including yourself, can write 1 line in their journal on the page that matches a landmark on the trail token. If binoculars are shown, you'll choose any landmark for all players to write. After this, you'll pass all the dice to the next player in turn order. They'll roll them and proceed to take their turn. Once the group token reaches the final site, you finish your day's hike and completed one of the 3 days of the game. First, you'll proceed to gain the sunset bonuses. You can choose to take these in any order, but you must complete a full bonus before claiming a new one. Each journal bonus is exactly that. You may write one line on the available journal page, matching the sketch for each filled-in circle below. The resource bonus works in a similar way. For each filled-in circle, you gain a water droplet, sun, or binoculars. The resource bonus corresponding to the arrowhead is slightly different. For each filled-in circle, you may roll the lead hiker die and gain its benefit. After taking the bonus, you may spend suns to gain benefits based on the park you're playing. This action may be taken only once during the sunset phase. Lastly, you'll score your canteen. You'll write the number of points beneath your rightmost fully filled column on your final scoring section. You'll then proceed to reset for the next day. You'll move the group token back to the trailhead, shuffle the trail tokens and flip them once again, and continue playing. You'll play until you've completed 3 days of hikes, and you're now ready to tally your final score. First, you'll gain 1 point for every line you've written in the journal. You'll also be able to score 5 additional points if you've sketched the final page in your journal. Then you'll tally the points you've circled in your wildlife section. You'll tally the points from the park's specific scoring, add all those points up, and the player with the most wins. Parks Roll and Hike has a solo mode and 6 different parks for you to explore, with different landscapes to sketch and unique qualities that will keep your hikes fresh and energetic. And that's Parks Roll and Hike. Whew! That was quite a hike.
Worked up a bit of a sweat, did ya?
Sure did.
Ooh.
Now, if you have any questions about Parks Roll and Hike, feel free to drop them in the comments down below. But for our question of the day, which park would you like to see in Parks Roll and Hike? There's 6 there already. Have you been to them? What other parks do you want to see?
What hikes have you been on? That's kind of what I want to know.
Tell us about your hikes. Did you see a snake?
A snake?
I once saw a snake sitting on
A rock?
No, it was like, you know, when what's it called when a tree, a stump.
A stump.
When a tree is cut off, it was sitting coiled up on a stump.
That's pretty picturesque.
I turned around and I ran.
Oh.
It was a big one. No, it was a big one. It was like overflowing off the stump. It was not like a little one.
Interesting.
Did not want to encounter that.
Spooky.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.